Hi, I'm Laura Bartow from Studio One Stampers, and welcome to week 5 in my series for 2023 of Sale-a-Bration. I want to show you this amazing paper. What we have is a paper called Day on the Farm, I think. Anyway, it's awesome paper. And what I've done for you is I've taken just one sheet of this gorgeous paper and created 6 different cards using this one kind and sincere stamp set. Well, I want to show you how to cut up the paper. I want to show you the details in this paper. I know you're going to love it. Even though this stamp set or this paper was specifically designed to go with the on the farm stamps and dies, I think it goes perfectly with a kind and sincere stamp set. And I have to tell you, I've been watching Creatures Great and Small. What a fantastic public broadcasting show. And it has all the beautiful lambs and all the animals out in the English countryside. And these cards just remind me of how delightful and simple and sincere that lifestyle was. So I know you're going to want to really enjoy making these cards. So let me show you how to simply cut up the paper and make these great cards.
Well, it's time to go to the farm. This is Day at the Farm, and I just think these cards are so adorable and just so easy. I just keep thinking about all those great scenes from the countryside and from Creatures Great and Small, and oh, it just makes me so happy. Such a peaceful time. Anyway, what I've done is I've taken this one piece of designer series paper and I've cut it into 6 parts, and I've used this one stamp set, Kind and Sincere, to add all the greetings in all the little spots where there's an opening in the paper or on the design. So let me show you how I cut this paper up to make all 6 of these cards. I've used 3 different backgrounds, so I've got 3 with a blue background with balmy blue, and then 3 with Daffodil Delight as the background for the cards. So let me just take all the rest of the paper and scoot that out of the way. You get so many great patterns. Look at all these cute things in here. This has been so much fun to work with. But when I saw this one piece, I just thought, oh, this would make an absolutely fantastic scrapbook page, or I could make it into a whole collection of cards. So let's do the whole collection of cards. Now, each card front is going to be 4 inches wide. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this into 4-inch panels. So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to put my marker at 8 inches, and I'm just going to cut right down here. So I'm just going to cut that into a 4-inch panel, and then I'm going to move this over and cut the next one into a 4-inch panel as well. And that's super easy to do because you can see all your markings are right there, and this cutter just cuts so beautifully in both directions. So now I have those 3 panels, and I have to decide which section of each of the panels I want to use for each card. So I'm going to set those 2 aside and just work with this one. And let me grab the 2 that I did with this one. I have that card and this card. All right. So what I did is I definitely wanted to get these flowers and the little piggy in there, and I definitely wanted to get that cute little sheep out there. And so that's going to be at 5 1/4. So I know I want to do that. So I'm going to find the 5 1/4 mark, and that's going to be my cut right there. All right, so that's my piece there, and this one is on a blue background. And so I'm going to pop that onto a blue background. I've got them kind of with their, oh, here we are. So that is going to mark there. So that one is ready to go. And inside I have my cute little pieces that are going to go on here. And I can decide where I want to put that and where I want to put that. And that's all I need to do for that card. So that's one card that's already done. And you can see that what I did is I just went around with scissors and cut out the greetings. And that way it gave me more of an impression, or more of the background showing. So I really like how that worked out. I'm going to set that one aside, and I'll set that aside with its friend. All right, now we have this piece to decide what to do. And so I think what I want to do is I want that whole cloud in there. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut off a section of that cloud right there. I know I want that there. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut that off. And then the rest of it is going to cut off down here. I know I want that 5 1/4, so I'll just cut a piece of the of that off. And I think that's pretty similar to what I have there. And that one is on a yellow background. And let me see what that one says. Yes, that one says, it just says sincere thanks. But what I need to do is I need to go ahead and stamp the words directly on here. So I'm going to grab my black ink pad and my stamp that just says thanks, and go ahead, ink that up. And I'm just going to put that right down in the middle here. So right in that bare space. So you can see how that just fits perfectly in there. Hold it down for a couple of seconds, and voila, I've got it. And so that card is all done. I just put the little sincere, and I'm going to put that on a dimensional, just so that that looks really good. So those two are done. And so that's our first length of paper that we're ready to do. All right, let's move on to the next one. So here we are, we've got the chickens down here, and we've got the farm up here. And I really want, let's see, I really want the farm piece. Let's see what I have here. So what I've decided is that I need that little section here to put my word thanks in. So I think I'm going to cut this one right about there, and that should be right at the 5 1/4 mark. Let's see if that gives me that 5 1/4 mark right there. Yes, it does. So this one will just cut off right at 5 1/4 from the bottom. So that's going to give me this one. And then for this one, I'm just going to cut the sky off, I think, to give me, yeah, I think that's going to work really well to give me the 5 1/4 that I need there. So let's go ahead up here, and we'll cut that 5 1/4 there as well. All right, so those two are ready to go. And let's go ahead and find out what we're going to put on the backgrounds of those two. Let's see, I think that's this one. All right, so those are the two that we're doing. Now let's see, I've got the, let's see if I got my little thanks. Yep, here's my little thanks. So that's going to get just glued on here. That's all I need to do. I've got that already cut out, so that's going to glue right onto there. And that one is all done. So how simple is that? Cute little barn and the silos. I'm going to set that one aside and this one aside. I have a little bit more work to do with that one, this one here. And that is got the word congratulations. So here it is, and it's a large piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and glue this on. And trim it once I have it glued on. So I'm going to put the glue behind, not at the ends, because I don't have anything at the ends. Just kind of pick this angle out, and I think that looks good. I think my whole word is on there. I can see my sheep, I can see my chickens, so I think that's going to go right there like that. And then I'll just flip this over with my scissors and cut the ends off to match. And this is just a 1-inch piece of cardstock that was stamped with the word congratulations. And then I could make it congratulations you too, which could be cute for an anniversary, or it could be cute for a baby, just whatever you want to make that for. So I can go ahead and just stamp that right on there, and that one is all done. Oh my goodness, this is going so fast, and how fun is this? So now these are the last two that I have ready to go. And this one, I'm just going to cut. Let's see, I want to make sure that I don't cut my cow off. So I've decided that I'm going to cut right here above the cow. Wherever that works out, that's going to be just fine. So I'm just going to make sure that I have my cow cut out. So I just want to make sure of that. And that's a little bit about, I guess it's about 5.5 inches. About 5.5. So I'll need to cut that off. And then I'll need to trim about 1/4 inch off the bottom of this. So let me go ahead and put that at 5 1/4. So I get that cut off. And there we go. So now I have that piece. And that is going to go on my blue piece right here. And my words for that are kind, you're too kind. And so I'll put my word down here, and I'll put that there as well. Now what I do want to do on this one is I want to trim the edges of that. So I've brought in this, this new punch, and I've got that. It's a fancy punch, and I'm just going to put my piece inside. And I'm going to use this bigger one. I like to kind of look from the back to make sure I'm straight. So I'm just going to cut that end off and this end off. And that should be just about right. Now, it's a little bit longer than my piece here. You can see it's a little bit longer. So I'm actually just going to do it again. That's sometimes how I do it. I just keep kind of punching till I get it the right size. So I'm just going to do both sides. There we go. And so now it's just the right size for me. And that one's going to go on here. And then this, I'll do a little flag piece on there. I'll cut to the center where I want that to go, and then just cut from the sides. So I have that as a little matching piece. And that one can go, let's see. Oh, I mixed it up. This one goes on the other one. Anyway, but this is the congratulations. I got them on the wrong pieces. I'm sorry about that. This one goes on the yellow. And I've already cut out my congratulations on here, and that's going to go across there. And then this one, I decided on this piece, I want to angle it in the same direction, so I'm going to do that. And if I save this little angle that I just cut, I can put it right over here, and I can match that up, and that'll be exactly the same angle. So now I've got that cut exactly on the same angle. So this one, sorry about mixing that up, but this one goes across here. And on your big news, isn't that just a cute little baby card, or a whatever exciting news is coming up? I just think that would be really fun. And now we have our last card, which I've already done most of the work for because I showed it to you already. This one, we just have to decide where we're going to cut this piece. And I think I'm just going to cut, I want to have most of this available. I'm just going to cut the top off, and that's going to go right at the 5 1/4 mark as well. I have enough sky there. I'll cut a little bit of my cloud off, but that's okay. It's still up there in the sky, and I think it looks really cute. So that one is going to go on here, and my kind word right there, and my little flag piece right there. So there we are. And look at this collection. I know they're not all put together, but just look at this whole collection of great cards that you can make with just the paper that comes in one package. You can make all 12 of these cards by cutting that one piece of paper up. Well, I hope that you have fun with this and enjoy just all the creativity that goes in with that. And just don't forget to grab this Kind and Sincere stamp set that has all of these great greetings mixing and matching to really add to your creativity. Well, have fun.